Hello everybody, so this video is titled Stretch is up when the rest is red. MSTR will win, strategy will win, because yes, yesterday turned out to have been a fake green day. Of course, everybody is dumping again. The market unlocking a next level of nonsense, actual next level nonsense. Best Buy, Target up on the day nicely. There's only 3 or 4 stocks that are up as I record this, at least when I took that screenshot about 45 minutes ago. You will be also surprised that the market entirely lost its logic. For example, bonds, right? Bonds are supposed to be risk off. Well, bonds are down, and actually bonds opened way down. Keep in mind the BND ticker, right? The bond ETF barely ever moves, right? So this is actually a fairly nice move down for that stock. This stock has been flat for decades. Anyways, the underlying, right? The market forgot even its own short-term logic. Let me show you why. Of course, oil, natural gas prices going up. Well, all of the energy sector is down, but it's going up, right? The price of oil is going down, up, and you know, energy stocks are down. But the nonsense continues, like even to defense stocks. You know, I've criticized this market of, CNBC talking about buying Tootsie Roll Industries before Halloween, right? Like, this should be like a prime example. Defense stocks should be up. Like, if we are in for a long-term conflict, defense stocks should be up. If you look at all of the defense stock ETF, they are down. Even gold is down. So and bonds are down. So this market is completely nonsense. Like, we have next level of nonsense. Are we buying Best Buy and Target today? Anyways, and then it got me thinking, there is one stock that is up today, believe it or not, and it is the preferred stock of strategy. It is Stretch. Stretch is up 5 cents today, and it's increasing. And so this is actually a big deal. That means that Sailor needs to ATM pretty heavily to bring it back down to 100. This is the second day where Stretch is at 100 all day, and Stretch.live here, Stretch.live, giving them the source here, giving you the source, estimates that today we may have raised up to 487 Bitcoin. And I've been tracking this. I have it open in another window, and I can see him just ATM all day on Stretch. So this is a big deal. Bitcoin-backed credit is up. Cash flow-backed credit is down, like the BND ETF. Cash flow backed credit is down. Oil backed stocks are down. Defense backed stocks are down. But Bitcoin backed debt is up today. So this is an actual big deal, and this may actually be the beginning of some sort of a decorrelation from IGV. You know, a lot of people have claimed, for example, that Bitcoin is correlated with IGV. Well, you can see that chart looks somewhat different. So that correlation is not exactly the same. You can see, obviously, strategy highly correlated to Bitcoin. They're essentially the same chart. But Bitcoin and strategy do not trade the same as IGV. And yet a lot of folks who were claiming we are trading like software. I am sensing, and this is the second day I see that, I am sensing a decorrelation from actually software stocks in Bitcoin, which is a really, really good thing, if you ask me. Because as I read news of folks stranded in Russia, apparently a lot of people who travel to Russia go via the Middle East, and so over there, if they don't have access to money or anything because they don't have Visa, they don't have MasterCard, wouldn't it help them to have a little Bitcoin? Because Bitcoin is in your head. Bitcoin is an asset that you just put in your head, and you can access at any time, and you can't do that with gold. Try to go with a gold bar via the airport. You can't do that. As I read news of travel insurance not working, yeah, apparently a bunch of travelers, very touristy region, the Dubais and these parts of the Middle East, they are finding out it's not working. Why is it not working? Because, of course, all policies have a carve-out for military conflict. And also, as I read news of, some hotels being blown up and other malls, being attacked by drones, etc. I read news of perhaps that property, perhaps that collateral, perhaps you're finding out that property is not indestructible like Bitcoin. And Bitcoin, of course, is an idea, right? So it is an indestructible idea. So I would say maybe Bitcoin is becoming a little risk off right now, and I love it very much, especially when I've followed this asset for years. In the past, pretty darn bad geopolitical news like the one we're going through right now in the past would have dragged Bitcoin much more than NASDAQ. And today, Bitcoin is actually shining compared to NASDAQ. If I look on TradingView, Bitcoin right now, as I record this, is only down 0.58%. 0.58%. So in the 10 minutes it took me to start doing this, it's even less, right? The performance is even less. So Bitcoin is doing well. Stretch is doing well. Strategy is doing well. Oh, I cannot wait for Strategy to actually save the portfolio this time for good. So anyways, pretty happy about that. This was not investment advice. This is not financial advice. This is only entertainment. I'm hoping you were entertained. Please like, please subscribe. Follow me on Patreon, follow me on X. Thank you for watching and have a wonderful, wonderful day.